Hi guys, I miss you so much. I'm here at school, but it's so quiet and lonely without you. I wanted to make a video for you because I'm going to read you a book. We've been learning so much about nonfiction as we learn about animals, and we're pretty much done with our Asian animal unit, but I wanted to share another book with you because we are looking for those key details and those special text features. Remember, a text feature is something that the author uses like a diagram to help us learn. It's a tool. And a detail is an important piece of information or a fact that the author includes to help us learn more in a nonfiction book. Okay, there are also details in fiction books, but we're going to talk about that more later. The book we're going to look at today is Komodo Dragons. Now, we aren't going to read every word in this book, but we are going to zoom in on those key details, those important facts, and the text features the author uses. A good reader zooms in and looks for interesting words. That's on our cafe board, and I'll send out our cafe menu. It should be on Google Classroom already, but I'll post it just in case. Again, but one of our skills is zooming into important details, important words that the author uses. That's a comprehension skill to help us understand what we're learning. So let's take a look at some of the text features that this author uses in Komodo Dragons. Now remember, we can still make predictions even though it's not a story with a beginning, middle, and end. We can make predictions using our schema, what we know of Asian animals. We can, in Komodo Dragons, we can also ask questions before, after, and during. For example, Benson, who was studying Komodo Dragons, wanted to know, what do they eat? And we found out, but let's see if the rest of us can find out using our text features, okay? Let's see, can you see it very well? Yes, you can. Good. Remember our text, front cover, spine, back cover, title page, the title, and the author is Julie Maury. Our title, remember, is the name of the book. This one is Asian Animals, Komodo Dragons. Now, forgive me if my finger doesn't point correctly because the video I'm looking at is opposite to what you're seeing. So my finger is getting used to finding the words. Okay. Does anybody remember what this text feature is called? That's right, the table of contents tells us where to find important information. Now, usually, if it's a chapter book, it's set up by chapters. This is not a chapter book, but it is split up into sections. And so if we wanted to learn about a question, what do Komodo dragons eat, we would look for the section that looks like, might have to do, the title of the section looks like it might have to do with eating. So, for example, we have amazing Asian animals. I don't think so. Komodo dragon territory. Territory is a juicy word for where they live or the land they own or it belongs to them. I don't think that is it. Welcome to Asia. No. Take a closer look. Independent life. Independent means by themselves. Mighty hungry. That might be a good one. Great hunters. And mealtime. All three of those look good. Let's see. Mighty hungry is on page 16. Mighty hungry. I'm going to follow my line to 16. And so I'm going to go to page 16. And we have page numbers down here at the bottom. That's 12, so I'm not there yet. Page 16 to 4. Mighty hungry. Now here's a title of the section. Not every nonfiction book has section titles, but this one does. It says Komodo dragons are carnivores. And why do you think that word might be highlighted? Because it's an important word. They want you to really pay attention to that word. Sometimes in nonfiction books, an author emphasizes or highlights, underlines, or makes it bold in an important vocabulary word. Now, vocabulary is a word you're going to use a lot in school. It just means important words that you should know. This important word is carnivore, which is a juicy word for only eat meat. They don't eat plants or salad or lettuce or bugs. I don't know if bugs would count. That's a great question. Do bugs count? If they eat bugs, are they still a carnivore? That's a great question. It popped up in my head. But a carnivore only eats meat. So Komodo dragons only eat meat. They often eat animals that are already dead, but they also hunt live prey, another word, a juicy word for what is being hunted. Prey is something that is hunted. Okay? And the predator would be who is doing the hunting. This includes deer, goats, pig, water buffalo, and smaller Komodo dragons. Notice I'm using my my magic reading finger to point to each word as I read. Okay? Here's the illustration. I'm not going to zoom in on that one too much because it's eating and you might not like that. I'm going to go to another page now. I want to know, where is a Komodo dragon's habitat? So I'm going to go back to my table of contents, and it says Komodo dragon territory. I think that might be, remember, territory is a fancy word for where they live. That might work. So I'm going to go to page 6. I'm going to look down as I flip through. Oh, wait, I'm going to stop at page 4 because I saw the word Asia, and that Asia is a place, right? That might be somewhere that they live. Let's look. Asia is the largest continent. We know that. It includes many countries and cultures. It also has different types of land and interesting animals. One of these animals is a Komodo dragon. In the wild, they are only found in Asia. Did that answer my question? Kind of did. They live in Asia, but you know what? I want to go even deeper because Asia is a big place, right? Where in Asia do they live? Do they live everywhere? Can you find them on every country in Asia? Let's find out. Let's go back to page 6. Komodo dragon territory. It says Komodo dragons live on islands in the Southeast Asian country of Indonesia. I just made a connection. Indonesia. Hey, Jeremiah, that's where our Sumatran orangutans lived, right? In the rainforests of Indonesia. I wonder if Komodo dragons live with orangutans. Wait, this says they live on the islands. And I don't know that the orangutans live on the islands. I wonder if they do. That's a good question. These include Komodo, so these are the names of the islands. Komodo, Winca, Flores, and several smaller islands. Komodo dragons usually live in hot, dry grasslands and forests, but they can also be found on beaches and cliffs. So orangutans don't live on beaches and cliffs and dry grasslands. Oh, look at that's beautiful. The islands Komodo dragons live on are very small, and Komodo is the largest island at only 22 miles long. Do you see this text here, these words set into this picture? That's called a caption, and that's a text feature. A lot of times when an author, let me back up here. A lot of times when an author includes an illustration or a picture, they will include a caption below, above, or in the picture, and that tells information about this, what's going on in the picture, or in this case, a little important, interesting fact about Komodo dragons and Komodo Island. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of the book, but there are a few more text features I want you to zoom in on because you're a scientist and a good reader. So I'm going to skip forward to the back of the book. In the last couple of pages, this is page 30, I want to show you, this says, wow, with the exclamation point, I'll bet you never knew. So what do you think, just from that title, what do you think is going to be on this page? Interesting facts, right? So Komodo dragons have lived in Asia for millions of years, but the island they live on is very small and have few people, so scientists did not know that dragons existed until about 100 years ago. Komodo dragon's bite is weaker than a house cat's, but their venom makes its bite deadly. Did you know that Komodo dragons have venom? Now, it's kind of like poisonous, right? If they bite, the venom goes like a snake into their prey and it poisons them. Now, here's a connection I just made. Do you know that something is poisonous if you eat it and you get sick? Something is venomous if it bites you and you get sick. And then important words. Look at those are the vocabulary words that the author decided that was important. And they include the definitions, right? So this is called a glossary. Sometimes if it's a long book, the glossary is pages long. But this one just has a little insight here. And then this is some websites that you can go to, a website, to learn more about Komodo dragons if you wanted to do more research on Komodo dragons. One more text feature, index. This is a little bit more specific than the table of contents. It doesn't break up the book by section, but if you want to learn about just one specific thing, for example, their teeth, these are the page numbers that their teeth are mentioned. Or I wanted to find out what they eat. So eating habits, these are all the pages in the book that eating habits are, and their eating and their food is mentioned on. That's called the index. Look, there's a chunk I know. In the X, index. Now, thank you so much for reading with us. If you have any questions, you can comment on Google Classroom. You can send a video of yourself, just like I did. You can post pictures. If you have my phone number, feel free to text me or email me. I am here and available for you. Okay? I love you very much. Keep an eye out on Google Classroom for more, and I'll talk to you soon.